Hello, hello, hello. My name is Bryce Tubbs. Sorry, the lighting, I need to just fix the lighting real quick. But today, let's talk about CPA marketing. So, what you need to do in order to grow a CPA firm. Now, this is a really cool kind of a mixture of like a opportunity as well as a unique challenge as to how to be able to sell the higher level services as well as how to sell the lower level services, like the monthly accounting and monthly bookkeeping versus more of like your tax planning type of services. Now, the reason why it's such a cool problem is because the way that you go about getting clients for them is slightly different. Now, let's start with the more higher level, like tax planning type services now first. But before you even do that, if you want some help growing your accounting business or your bookkeeping business for your bookkeeper watching this, and you want to go and just really hit your goals in a shorter period of time than what you would on your own, maybe you're tired of figuring this stuff out and trying to like recreate the wheel, and instead you want to be able to move forward faster, reach your goals, and reach your dream with a lot less trial and error. Go ahead and click on the link either above or below the video to book a call with me to see if I can help you out. And on the call, we're going to just dive into your situation, see exactly what I would do if I was in your shoes again, and then what we're going to do is just go and outline what the process looks like for us to work together in order to accomplish your goals. Now, okay, back to the video. So, if we're going to go tax planning, I would actually go and take a business to consumer marketing approach. What that basically means is you need to start really talking to people, and not only people, but people who can afford your service and who have a very, very high need for your service. See, the problem, this light is just way too bad. See, the problem that most people have is that they don't know how to one, get attention. Two, they don't really know how to hold that attention. And then three, they don't know how to convert that attention into people who actually want to pay the money. Now, number one, getting attention. This one is very simple. You're going to want to start really utilizing social media platforms to organically filter people your way. The way that you do that is by using what's called search engine optimization. That's basically finding out what keywords are the most popular and the most highly searched on either Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, and then making content around that. It can be written content like written blog posts, it can be videos, it can be podcasts if you don't like having your face on video, anything that can start getting you in the way of people who are already searching for your service. Another cool thing you can do is start doing paid audience growth methods. For example, let's say, for example, you have an Instagram profile. You can actually run advertisements where you pay about anywhere between about $3 to $7 to get people in the top 10% income brackets, top 20% income brackets in the United States, in the world, whatever is your serviceable area. Generally, it's going to be in the United States if you're watching this video. And you can actually pay between $2 to about $7 for someone to message you about really seeing if you can help them build out a tax plan to really reduce their tax burden and make sure that they can save a lot of money on taxes. Now, if you can run that right and you know exactly how to optimize that so you get about 100 conversations a day, you can have a virtual assistant, or you can have your assistant, or you can have your office admin go through there, book consultations with you on your calendar, and be able to go and sell them. Generally, if you're going to be selling a tax plan, we want to at least do about $5,000 a pop. That way, you have a very predictable income stream, and your goal is only to be able to sell probably about anywhere between 10 to about 12 per month. And then once you start getting there, if you really want to start pushing it and get into about 80,000 per month or even 100,000 per month, you can just kind of scale up from there. And generally, it's a very kind of low risk way to grow your business, right? Oftentimes what happens with advertising is that people are like trying to do like ads, like some kind of webinar funnel, and then having people book a call, and it's very, very hard. You have to be a really, really, really strong marketer or be able to spend enough money at high enough volumes for you to be able to get there. So generally, if you're going to be doing like a traditional style of advertising, it's going to cost about $1,500 to about $2,000. They call it CPA, cost per acquisition. So that means the cost to acquire a client. So it's going to cost you about $1,500 to $2,000 to sell a $5,000 tax plan. So if you instead do more of like an audience growth type of advertisement, where not only are you paying for more attention, you're paying for targeted attention, and you're sending it to that existing content base that you already made. Now you can hold these people's attention for a lot longer. For example, for me, what I even do now, even for both my mentorship program and for my accounting firm, is that I will create either an Instagram account or a Facebook profile, Facebook group, and then I run advertisements to like an email list. And then once they're on the email list, I invite them into my group. And right now I have about 20,000 people inside of my Facebook group. And the reason why I did that was because over time, as more and more people trust you due to content, they start wanting to flow in and start paying you more money. That's a business to consumer type approach. That's the easiest way for you to sell more tax plan to be able to really just grow like that. And then it really comes down to like just capacity, like how many can you actually work with at one time? How much money do you want to be making? What's really, your goals? And then kind of flowing from there. And it's so much easier when you're trying to do like a business to consumer approach. It can be hard in the beginning when you're trying to learn this stuff, but once you have it, it's just a matter of like, how big do I want to go this month? Do I want to go and invite an extra 1,000 people inside of, my audience? Do I want to go and maybe get 2,000? Do I only want to get 500 this month? It really comes down to like what you want and what you can kind of handle. Because it is very easy for like this style of advertising to fill up your calendar very quickly. For example, I get anywhere between 10 to 15 calls from people who want to learn about working with me every single week from this approach. And that's not even pushing it that hard because we get so many leads, but just the way that we run the ads, we probably get about 30 to 50 new leads every single day, but the way that Facebook works is if you send out too many messages or too many friend requests in one day, it can kind of limit your account. So we actually underserve a pretty good amount of our leads because like we just can't message them all just with how many we get. And I'm debating about like really like just switching the way that we're doing the lead gen so that we can maybe take on less leads or just get it into a better channel where we can send out more messages. So when we get 50 people a day, we can talk to 50 people every single day. We'll probably about 3x, if not 4x the number of calls we get, aka 4xing our income pretty consistently. And then it just becomes like more of like a fulfillment kind of challenge, and you have to really scale the fulfillment. But that's kind of how you would do B2C marketing. Now, if you want to go, a good example of this was actually JT. So what JT did, he did this organic, so he didn't pay for any ads. But when he was first getting started, he wanted to learn how to sell. So I just said, okay, let's build a Facebook account. Let's start getting leads. So the first thing we had to do was we had to go and make connections with people who were inside of his relative target market. And then once we got him inside of there, then he was making a pretty good amount of money. And then he wanted to add some more income. So we added about $7,000 in monthly recurring revenue just by starting to put out more content, like video content, written content, to be able to start getting all the people who said that they didn't really want to work with him right away. They started seeing him, seeing him, seeing him, seeing him, seeing him, seeing him, and started trusting his message, started trusting his brand, started feeling a connection to him due to his beliefs, and he was just expressing his beliefs and how he saw the world. And people who resonated with that started flowing to him and started raising their hands, saying that they wanted his help. Very simple. He's at about $15,000 a month right now. He's kind of coasting, and he's getting ready to like do another push. But for the moment, he's just kind of like relaxing and just really adjusting to it. Because I mean, probably about 6 months to a year ago, he wasn't even making any money. He was making about $300 a month in this business. So when you grow that fast and you're a one man show, you generally take a little bit of time to kind of like adjust, relax, take a vacation, and then he's getting ready to go into tax season now. So, it's a well-deserved break. Now, the second way you do it is with direct spearing. So if you're selling more of like the monthly services, like the monthly accounting, the bookkeeping, maybe even virtual CFO services, there's nothing better than doing more of like a business to business style where you're more creating relationships and then following up with relationships. It's more of like a messenger driven kind of strategy, meaning that you're connecting with, business owners that fit your target criteria, whether that's an industry you like to work with, whether it's a size of company, whether it's a company headcount, whether it's a total like budget, whether it's a revenue level. Whatever your search criteria is, being able to connect with them, then start building that relationship, start being able to do what's more like prospecting style. So being able to say, hey, what are your pains, your problems, and your concerns right now? Do you have this position already filled? If they do, then you can circle back within about 30 days to 45 days from now and just keep doing that loop. Keep moving that, keep moving, keep moving, keep talking, right? But that one is the easiest way for you to start getting more bookkeeping clients because then you're only looking for anywhere between about 100 to about 1,000 business owners who meet your target criteria because then your job is just to build the relationships with those 100 people. And then as time moves on and as they trust you more and more and as just their timing and different things kind of align, then they start flowing and then they start saying, hey, can you please help me with this service? And then you can charge them. If you know how to charge and you know how to price everything like correctly, then it can be very, very lucrative. For example, like James got a $10,000 a month client strictly from LinkedIn spearing. So that just means the process we're talking about going and connecting with the right business owners who are in your target market or who kind of meet your search criteria, then building relationships right there. So first you're understanding like what their pains are, what their problems are, what is their time frame for hiring a new person like you and bringing on a contractor. Do they just get out of a messy breakup with their old bookkeeper? Now they're looking for a higher level CPA to be able to do the bookkeeping and accounting work so that doesn't happen again. Are they currently in a contract with their current CPA and it's going to be expiring a month from now? Are they, have they been having their spouse do it for the last like 5 years and now they just started growing exponentially. So now the spouse it's kind of out of their depths at this moment in time. You have to be able to know that. And then once you know that, you can start making invitations for them to get on the phone with you. And once they're on the phone with you, then you can start selling them into, more of your monthly services. Your price is right. Very easy to add an additional between ten to $20,000 per month if you do it correctly, if you do it consistently, and if you can start building that audience. Now, hopefully this video has been very helpful for you so far. Now, again, if you want some help growing your accounting or your bookkeeping business, and you're tired of like either trying to recreate the wheel, you're trying to figure this stuff out on your own, but you know that there's a faster way. You know that someone who's been where you're trying to go and has helped other people, get to where they want to go is here sitting in front of you. And you want to take advantage of that. If that's you, go ahead and click on the link either above or below the video to book a call with me. And again, like all we're gonna do on this call is we're gonna get to the bottom of what's been holding you back. And then I want to see where do you want to go? Like, what does this vision look like? What is the overarching plan for your life? Do you want to grow your business and then one day retire to do real estate only? Do you want this to be kind of like a cash flow lifestyle business that just fuels you going on vacation, fuels you on trips? Do you want this to be more of like a freedom business where not only is it enough for you to leave your full-time job, but it's also enough for you to be able to travel, take trips, go out to dinner, be able to watch the kids' baseball game? Like, what does that look like for you? And then what we're gonna do is outline exactly what it looks like for you to get there, and then we can talk about working together long term if it makes sense. And if you do agree that it's a good fit both sides, and I think that I can actually help you out, I'm gonna make an offer to you, and then we can talk about working together, what the pricing looks like. We can get you onboarded right then and there, and then we can go and work together towards your dreams and your goals. If that's you, I will see you on the call. If you're not quite ready yet, no harm, no foul. I will see you inside the next video. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one. Take it easy.